What's going on? Everybody? What's going on? What's popping? Happy Sunday. I'm glad to be back. I know I've been off for a minute. Just been trying to have my foot on the ground. Um, it's not been difficult, but at the same time, we pushing forward because it's up down, up down, up down, up down, and at the end of the day, it's all about moving forward, and that's all I'm focusing on. I'm not looking back. It's all about moving forward and accepting, our past and moving into the future, with these lessons and lectures and so on and so forth. Last week I only had 2 trading days, as it was NFP and FOMC, especially that's always my rule. As for the first week of the month, I don't like to trade after Wednesday. I don't like to trade, so Monday and Tuesday, those are the only day I trade. So for this week, we're looking pretty good except for Wednesday. We will not be trading, as it's FOMC later in the PM session, so excuse me, we're gonna leave the market untouched. After that, we should be good. Monday, there's no news, so we'll be demanding a lot. All right. And as always, thank God that we have woken up today, to continue to go after our goals, our dreams. I'm just grateful to be woken up today, to be alive, just to continue serving. And currently right now I'm working on my website so that I'm able to attract more people, because I'm like, my whole goal is to basically just bring a lot of people to the channel, so that I could go ahead and just give as much as I can to you guys, right? And have you guys ask me questions that I'm again open to just share and just give. I have so many ideas in my head, but again, I'm just taking steps towards it. But yeah, as always, let's get into this Sunday recap video. It's our third live one. Is it a third? Yeah, it's the third live stream for Sunday recap. Again, I'm just testing the water, see how it is. And yeah, let's get into the video. You know what I'm saying? We have, as always, we have NQxES on our left, NQ on our right. I do have already a few things, not too many, but as we go down, you're gonna see we have already a few things marked up for our weekly chart. Again, I only use the weekly to just have an overall idea of what to expect for the upcoming week, and so that each day I will have an idea of what I could be focusing on, whether it's bullish momentum for that hourly time frame, or bullish but having a whole overall story of what to expect for the weekly, right? And then daily, and then so on and so forth, right? All right, so if you guys didn't watch previous Sunday recap, I suggest you guys to do, just so you have ideal catch up. If not, it's okay, don't matter. But we did speak about I believe a weekly inverted FEG to come back into, and it was this one for ES. But we do have this one marked up as we created a new one. But we can see multiple rejection that we had gone into this weekly inversion. We had 1, 2, and 3 before that fall on lower. Same thing for NQ. We have one small in here, but we now marked up this one in here. All right, and you guys can see on the week of last week, 31st to the 4th, we had a rejection off it, right? So we had this weekly inverted marked up, just again so we can have a reference of what to expect. Now, the first thing that really caught my eyes is this nice bearish candle on the weekly, which then tells me, okay, I would love to see a retracement it would be nice to see it, you know, hold for retracement all the way, but I want to take it, you know, step by step to each level, right? So just seeing the fact that we don't really have much if we forecast backwards, and I know that if we are going to go any lower, it has to be done aggressively, right? With a nice retracement back, not a retracement of, you know, back and forth, because it's just going to be more of a high resistance, right? I'll explain as we go down into the lower time frame. Same thing on NQ. We don't really have too much to trade down lower. Again, it could trade. They could continue trading down lower. All right. I don't know. Let's just see how we, you know, we go about. All right. But I'm here to, you know, give two buys as to what I, you know, predict that the market is going to do. All right. So going down to the daily, right? To the daily, as you guys can see, I have a daily SIBI, and also between this bullish candle and this bearish candle, there's a volume imbalance. Same thing as for NQ, right? Now the difference between NQ and ES has this PDRA, this daily PDRA inside a weekly inverted FEG, and for NQ we have it above it, right? But we do have one inside that got rejected off last week. Yeah, last week the second, and we did form another one, right? So we quite below this weekly inverted FEG. So I'm okay not seeing NQ go all the way up on higher this week. If it does, great. But we gonna, like I said, I'm taking it step by step. I'm not gonna go ahead and be unrealistic and say, oh, I want price to go from here all the way up there, which again, it could be possible, but I'm taking it step by step. All right. So you guys can see on the daily we have this nice, again, bearish full body candle, which is what I like, so that we could go ahead and, you know, see if we could get a retracement to balance this sell side out. All right, same thing for ES. Right, and again, if we go any lower, we don't really have too much to really focus on, right? It's plus it's a new we end up, remember, we end up switching into a new contract, which is the which is June. Is it June? I'm too again. Yeah, it is June. Yeah, June contract. All right, same thing. You don't really have too much to be trading down any lower, but again, it can't. All right, going down to the hourly. All right, so here is where I go ahead and I tell myself exactly what I'm going to be doing going into Monday and so on and so forth. Is that if just looking at the fact that we do have a hourly that already got hit into and then rejected lower on Friday, same thing for NQ. All right, one of many things that I'm looking to see price do is, low-key I was checking to make sure that my mic is on, because that would have sucked if I didn't have it on. One thing that I'm looking to see price do, right? So example, if for the 930 opening range cap, which is what I use as one of many confluences, or, you know, confirmations, or whatever you want to call it, is that I would like, if she does gap into discount, right? Let's say she just, my joint's not going to be the best, but it is what it is. All right, so let's say we gap into discount, right? I would like to see the price, if she is going to go higher, right, go all the way. I mean, if she is going to go lower, I would like to see her, you know, give us a nice retracement into the 930. All the way, I wouldn't like to see it, because we don't have really much into here, right? It's going to be a lot of this whole basically leg right here is a high resistance, right? So if you're gonna trade into that, it's gonna have to be aggressively, right? So if we are gapping into discount, right, I would like to see her, if not fill up the whole thing, but at least the 50% into a high time PDRA to then displace lower. right? But if she is going to open up in premium, I would like to see her, give us a nice, as we always like, gap to then continue going down lower, right? Not all the way, again, because we don't really have too much, but again, it can, but not all the way. I don't want to see her, come all the way down, right? But I would like to see her at least come back into discount to then follow up and going back higher, right? And again, looking at it step by step, because once we come back into this 1 hour time frame, we're gonna have to dive in to this 1 hour series to see what needs to be balanced and what needs to be in what is balanced and what is imbalance, right? Because based off those areas, we're gonna be giving some sort of rejection, right? Especially since Monday we don't really have news, which is what I like, because it helps build liquidity in the market. So again, this is exactly what I expect. Same, everything that I'm explaining is going to be done for NQ, right? Same thing, right? Nothing changes, because you guys can see it's basically the same, right? So yeah, that's exactly what I want to see. Discount, if she is gonna go any higher, I would like to see, her, at least, if she wants to, again, if she's in discount and she's gonna go higher, I would like to see, again, open up in discount, continue going higher. But once she gets into this area in here, we do have a 15-minute, right? So if we gap into discount, we do have a 15-minute here that we could look into. I would like to see her trade that to and through to then give us nice retracement. But when she is going through the short time high, I don't want to see her, reject and then come back, because again, you guys can see it's a lot up and down and it's not really much to balance out. So this would be a high resistant leg. So if she is going to be trading higher from discount, I like to see her, take out these short terms high aggressively, right? 2 or 3 or 4 at a time. That'd be great. So upon the retracement, we could go ahead and seek that momentum going higher and have less to, worry about these barriers once we reach into them. And also, based on this 1 hour CB, right? This 1 hour CB that was formed last week on Friday, we do have some imbalance price range in here and here. And as we go down as well in the 5-minute, you can see is a nice low resistant, quite of a leg. But moving down forward lower, it's quite a high resistant, right? You guys can see, I'll show you from NQ perspective. It's the same thing. Literally, we got a 15 as well, 5-minute. You can see the same thing you see here. All right, overall, I would love to see her, trade back into this daily SIBI / volume imbalance. But again, I would like to see her first. I would like to see her targeting this 1 hour SIBI. And again, I am looking at this 15-minute SIBI as well to trade to and through. But again, if we do trade into premium, again, I want to see a big gap, not a small gap, because we're already dealing with too much going on here, and then below we don't really have that much. But like I said, if we are going to go any lower, I need to see aggressive movement, right? So every time, for example, if I'm going to keep it simple. This is how I, do it, right? So every time I see a high resistant like this, right? And they say price wants to continue going lower, knowing we don't really have nothing, forecasting backwards, right? Going on all the time frame, we don't really have too much going backwards, right? We don't really have too many, excuse my language, we don't really have nothing going backwards. If she's gonna go lower, I need to see aggressive displacement going lower, bro. Plain James, bro. I need to see her aggressively trade lower aggressively. Like literally aggressive. She got to go. It has to be aggressive because going lower and not knowing where she's going, then I'll be probably just using the Fibonacci. But if she is going to go higher, aggressively as well. Why? Because, bro, look at this. We have high resistance, right? Wherever we have high resistance, trading like a leg that is high resistant, I need to see her trade aggressively to and through. Plain James. Like I need to see her do it aggressively rather than if we have something like this, if we're gonna trade to it, then I wouldn't really. I would be looking into an aggressive displacement, then it giving us a retracement back lower to then trading back higher, right? But like I said, it's Monday. Going into Monday, there's not gonna be that much news going on. So again, I like the news because it creates nice liquidity going into the market, especially on a week like that we had on Friday. Like, as you can see, look how we ended. We did seek lower, but this is how we basically ended, like very choppy, right? So plain James, simple. I don't really want to say too much because then I'll be trying to create a lot. But that's pretty much it, bro. I don't really have anything more than seeing price do exactly what I would love to see her. Again, if she doesn't end up doing that, I would just basically adjust to my second option, which is again if I want to see her bullish, if I want to see her bullish, which is exactly what I want to see, and she doesn't do that, then I will have to adjust and see if we can get any setup going lower. But if we don't, we don't. It all depends how we open at 9:30. If we don't have a big gap, I would be sitting out. When I mean big gap, if it's a small gap that I already know 9:30, 9:50, or we could fill that out, but it's nothing really much of an interest that I would really gravitate to. So yeah, next week. Not next week. Sorry, tomorrow. Let's see what we get. But that's pretty much it, bro. Listen, I didn't want to say too much because it was already a bit confusing just explaining what I want to see. But I hope you guys understood a little bit. But yeah, right. I'll let y'all stay safe. I'm actually about to go hit the gym. Yesterday I missed it. I had to go take care of business, but gonna be full body day today. So RMP to my body today, cause we're about to go crazy. I'm about to be in the gym until closing time. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. But as always, I'ma holla at y'all. Y'all stay safe. Y'all be good. Be patient. Especially going into this week. Try not to force anything. If you guys don't see your setup, don't try to create one. But do have two buyers, a bullish and a buy in a bearish, so that you have time to readjust to the market. But yeah, as always, 5 P's. Proper preparation prevent poor performance. Like my mama always say, be the first one in the room and the last one to leave. Apply that to anything that you do. And yeah, stay in your own lane. Don't be watching what other people do, because that's just gonna slow you down. And it's gonna put a lot of negativity in your head as to why I'm not there, why he's there, and etc. etc. Stay in your lane. Wait for your time, because God's time is always perfectly. And as always, like I said, I like y'all. Love y'all. Respect.